get the show right this time. Welcome to the ShElite Showcase. Last week, I messed up. But that's okay. New week, new Katie. It's all that matters, right?
Right.
Welcome to ShElite Showcase. I'm your host with the Moses, the shaman of ShElite, the hardest working woman in podcasting, Miss Katie Kinsey. Bay Bay.
Baby.
Thank you. Oh, hi, Jess. He says, shout out to David Finley, because you got the Bullet Club shirt on.
Yeah.
You know, Bullet Club. Bullet Club Day was yesterday.
For life. Yes, May 3rd was Bullet Clubs. Well, we'll talk about it in a bit.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Of course, joining me, I love a co-host, the Young Bucks Nation sensation, the fire breathing, the Rhodes family, and the spice of life, the sassy senorita that I know, the hangman Adam Page, to my widow Adam Cole Bay, Miss Y2 Garcia Savannah. Look at that, I just added more emphasis.
Oh, that was like the least amount. I was like, that was the least amount of Naz you've used in my name for a while. It was a little shocking, not gonna lie.
Listen, I gotta switch it up sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I get you. Don't
just
worry.
said, let's talk about Dontaku, and then I don't know if I said that right.
Oh yes, yeah, you did, and
he loves my shirt. Thank you. It's Grogu. May the 4th be with you all. We're Star Wars people over here.
yes.
Keep that in mind for the question of the week, people. Just think about Star Wars things. Okay.
Excited for that one. Okay.
And he also asked if these are new glasses. I make these my work glasses, but I forgot to switch them when I got home, and I just got lazy. So here are the black ones.
So new to you, new to us, but not new to Katie.
Yeah, I think I've worn them once or twice for ShElite before. I try not to because I like my clear ones, but like I said, I just got lazy as soon as I started sitting down setting up. It happens.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Shit happens, as they say.
Shit do happen. Before we get into the news and rumors, because we got quite a bit, like always.
Yeah. Yeah.
May, as we are in May, in case anybody didn't know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Like always, if you look on the screen, which if you're watching twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase live Thursday 6 p.m. Eastern, or youtube.com/ShElite Showcase after the fact, you can see the Suicide Lifeline and Crisis Line up on the screen as always, and they're always in the description of the videos that get posted everywhere. So, focus on y'all's mental health. I made a shirt, put it up on our shop. Mental health over physical health. Shirt. I mean, it seemed fitting. I say it almost every time we talk about mental health stuff on the show.
You say it a lot, so it is fitting.
It's almost like I graduated with like a social work degree or something. It's crazy.
Almost like it.
It's almost like, yeah. So you guys can go check all that stuff out and all the other stuff we have up there. Linktree/ShElite Showcase. I think it's how Linktrees work. It's in my Twitter. Y'all know the vibes. Yeah. So also just make sure everybody focus on your mental health. Like Allison, Jess from Getcho, Will, everyone else watching, listening. They're just the 3 people in the chat right now. So everyone focus on their mental health. Savannah, focus on your mental health.
Oh, I will try. We are approaching finals week, and then
now
next week's my finals week. And I don't even know. Hold on. I think. Let me check my calendar super fast. Takes me like a second. I don't get a week off.
Oof.
I do not get a week off. I immediately start my Maymester, and for 2 weeks, I'm just gonna be focusing on. At least it's just for one class, like one class only, a Maymester. But that means I do a semester's worth of work in 2 weeks. But I'd rather do that than take 5 courses the fall semester. So I mean,
true.
I picked my poison. It's just gonna be a little tough these next couple of weeks.
Hey, but you got it.
Yeah, I'll be good.
You got a support system.
Fine,
you got people you can talk to if you stressing.
Yeah.
Me. It's me, guys.
Yeah. it's always Katie.
And that's okay. I appreciate it. That's why I'm here. Will said I did music history all in May semester, and it was hell on wheels. Music history is fun though. Well, I mean, for me, I took an American music class. I don't know how this
is gonna go. My professor is one that I do have this semester, and he is really cool. But again, I don't know how he's gonna be. This is for a regular semester. I don't know how he's gonna be for the May semester. So we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, that's true. All right. You ready? Do some stretching. Get warmed up.
Yes.
News and rumor time, baby. Like we talked about last week, Trinity Fatu, formerly known as Naomi, is officially in Impact. She is actually debuting tonight, technically, because they filmed everything on Friday.
Happened last week.
So, she is technically debuting tonight. She's got merch up. Everyone's super supportive, as are we. We love Trinity. She deserves to be somewhere happy, where she's happy and can thrive, and she is actually getting to wrestle. Crazy. Who would have thought?
You know, right? What?
The
women get to wrestle on Impact?
I know. It's craziness. So, obviously, much love, happiness to Trinity. I will be catching clips because I don't have time to watch Impact. I'm gonna be honest with you. But we're gonna stay updated as much as we can. Alright. The draft happened, Savannah. Did you know this? Did you know the draft happened?
Yeah. Oh my god, Katie. We were way off is all I'm gonna say.
Oh, yeah.
Far as certain call-ups.
So, I still have the list. All of the teams, no team got broken up, so we were wrong on every team, which, a little disrespectful, if you ask me. It's fine.
Yeah.
Call-ups, we did get Caden and Katana.
You know what? I will say, though, I would... Oh, I froze.
Yeah, you did freeze. Yeah.
Oh, am I good? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, oh, I guess you didn't hear me or something happened. Okay, what I was gonna say really quick before we get the call-ups, I'd rather have no tag teams break up than break up like an actual tag team like the Street Profits or the New Day or some shit like that. Like, I'd rather have no breakups than a very drastic breakup.
No, you're 100% right. So no tag teams broke up, so we were wrong in every aspect. But we did get Pretty Deadly called up, so that's one.
Yeah.
Katana and Caden also got called up. And Grayson Waller got called up. So we got 3.
We got 3 out of so many, though.
Other than that, we had Roxanne, Gigi or JC, and Diamond Mine. So, we got about half of the call-ups we thought. I mean, we can only do so much. I didn't expect a lot of the things that happened to happen at this draft. Let me tell you.
Yeah, well, so many call-ups. I was like, what the hell? I was like, is there anyone in NXT left?
That's what it seemed like. I mean, it's like NXT call-ups, and now we have free agents, which, like, the point of a draft is to be put on a brand, not just travel brand to brand, you know?
Yeah, like, for example, I'm gonna, like, compare it to the NFL draft. Whoever doesn't get drafted, teams still sign other players. So you can still sign someone to Raw or something if you want to do it like that, you know? You don't have to just, free agents. Like, yes, they are free agents, but you can sign them to a brand so that way they can still compete in that brand.
I hope
and you can still...
that's what's happening.
So that way you can still respect the actual draft, the actual brand split, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll see what happens. The draft fully goes into effect come Monday Night Raw this upcoming Monday. We will see what happens because Backlash is, of course, Saturday in Puerto Rico.
Already, man? Damn.
Yeah, dude. I didn't
That's
even realize
crazy.
it was already that. I didn't realize it was already this Saturday. Time's not real, but that's a different story.
Yeah, no,
Um,
it's not.
let's brief talk about the Britt Baker shirt.
Oh boy, that shirt is.
Let's
I don't.
let's just
So
be
many.
honest. That shirt didn't need to be made.
Oh, I agree there. Like here, I'm very stuck. Not. First of all, I would not wear that shirt. I would never buy
Mm-mm.
that shirt, and I don't think it should have been made. However, I don't know. First of all, maybe there is some sort of like the reason why I'm a little conflicted is because I do like Britt Baker. So part of me does kind of respect that she's kind of doubling down and like defending it, but she not see where these people are coming from? People are who are also defending it and are saying, well, we obviously know it's because of a storyline. I'm like, yes, but you think every single living person in the public eye knows about what happened and why this
Yeah,
woman that they've never seen in their life has a black eye and you're wearing that on a shirt? Like with no context, no logos, no caption, nothing. Like I can see where people are pretty pissed about it. But it's
yeah.
a top seller, so fuck, I guess what's wrong with this world? I don't know.
Now, Just from Getcho and I had a conversation about this the other day. He texted me about kind of what I was feeling about it. I it gets compared a lot to her bloody face shirt. That shirt, you can tell she's in a wrestling ring. She has her gear on, all of this stuff. This shirt makes it look like she took this photo as evidence in like a DV case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it doesn't help that again, it's just a selfie of her blackened eye. She looks visibly like upset.
Yeah.
She like it's not like I know people like, because she has Britt Baker has two bloody face shirts. The first one, she's smiling, it has like this, it's in the circle, it's got her name. That one's a little more like I feel like the most accepted of the three because again, she's smiling. You can tell that like she clearly like she doesn't mind it. But the second one's a little different because she looks a little dazed, but you can still see her ring gear. You could still see that it's a wrestling shirt. You could see that like it has a caption. It looks like it's a brand, if you will. It looks
Yeah.
more like, yeah, like it doesn't look like you said. It doesn't look like it's evidence for a DV case. It does not. That shirt just even if it wasn't like even if it wasn't that specifically, if it wasn't her black eye and nothing else, even if it was just a random picture of her, it's just a very lazy design altogether. You're gonna charge me $30 for a selfie, basically on printed on a shirt. It doesn't even have to be the fact that it's Britt Baker's black eye. That's a whole other can of worms that obviously I can understand why people are upset about.
Yeah.
But the fact is that pro wrestling tees has gotten more and more expensive,
Yeah.
like especially with inflation. They charge tax now, they charge more on shipping, they charge more for the shirt itself. So I'm sorry, you're fucking crazy if you're gonna pay $30 for a woman's black eye and you look like you support DV.
Like it would be different if like Jericho and the Outcasts, like say like the shirt doesn't get put on Pro Wrestling Tees. It would be different if Jericho and the Outcasts wore it just on TV and they're just like ha ha ha, like
Yeah.
that's
Well,
different.
people Jericho did get backlash for it yesterday, but I'm like, here's the difference. It's for the storyline. It's the fact that like he is the freaking mastermind behind the picture. He's the reason why the picture exists, not because he inflicted the physical acts, but he was the what is it called? He orchestrated it. This was under his leadership, if you will. So yeah, it makes more sense for him and the Outcast to wear it. That's how the shirt became a shirt in the first place, because the Outcast wore that picture on a shirt before it was sold to the
Yeah,
public,
and they took
which
and they
it
took
should
a
have just
picture
stayed
in it,
like that.
and then the Pro Wrestling Tees was like, hey, we should just like sell this. Which no, you fucking shouldn't, guys. Big
Like
no.
I love you, Britt, but that shouldn't have been like get your bag. I get it, but this is just not it. Like I appreciate you trying to defend yourself because Britt Baker has gotten a lot of shit just besides the whole shirt situation.
Yeah.
So I can see why maybe she's getting defensive. It's something she's been like a lot of backlash she's been getting, with the whole Thunder Rose situation. So maybe it's just she doesn't really see what we see in the moment. I hope at some point she kind of does see, like, look, this doesn't look too well. Like, come on now. Like,
Yeah.
if you wore this in public, or if you showed anyone this picture, like, out of context completely, like, if you, like, had this picture up in her office or something, like, what would they think? Like, if they didn't know she was a wrestler, like,
Yeah, like it.
it,
I don't think, like, if people are buying this shirt, then, which clearly people are, do not wear it in public, please. Just buy
yeah,
it and keep it in your room. Keep it for a collection.
yeah.
Just hey, hear me out. Don't fucking buy it, because why are you spending $30 on a girl's face with a black eye?
I want to just comment on Justin comment really quick. He says most wrestling shirts are kind of selfies. In a way, yes, but there's like sometimes there are more graphical design elements that are included with said selfie or said picture. Like, for example, the Orange Cassidy shirt with just his face. I don't like that shirt either. It's just his face. I'm like, why? You're charging $30 for just the face,
But for
Whereas
that, it makes sense because Orange Cassidy's very
okay, that
just
is true. That is very true. That is very his brand.
yeah.
But like, for example, the other Britt Baker bloody shirt, it's a picture of her. It's basically a screen cap from the match. But again, you add some graphic design elements. You add, like, her name or logo, something like that. It's not just picture print, $30. Like, those shirts should be the cheapest ones you sell. Like, that's just kind of, it's a bit like, I don't know. That's asking a lot, and then asking for a freaking $30 for uh, for the what looks like a DV victim. No, like,
Yeah. So Protein Teas, terrible mistake.
I wish they would take it off. But if it's a top seller, I guess why would they? But it's just like, it's crazy that they even thought about it in the first place. Like,
Yeah, it's
I thought the backlash alone would help them. Like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't do it.
dude. You would think, but nope. They're stuck in their
Well,
ways.
I remember, like, this is what they should have done. The way they should have handled it. First of all, again, if you had to make it a thing in the first place to make it available for purchase, I guess I don't know. Again, I can't defend that. I mean, fine. But look, after the backlash, they should have taken it down from the shop and then just fulfilled the orders that were already placed for that shirt up to that point.
Yeah.
I remember they did that for Will Ospreay because he got copyrighted or something for his shirt sounding too much like a Kenny Omega shirt. It was like it was like better than the Best Bout Machine or something, and the fact that it had Best Bout Machine and the name of the shirt, like, on the shirt, it had to get pulled, but they still fulfilled the orders for those who ordered the shirt before then. So those people still have some cool collectibles now.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we're just gonna move on because that whole situation is fucking a disaster.
Messy. Yeah.
Gross, blech. I did see this on Twitter, so I don't know if this is gonna be in your notes or anything. But New Japan Strong is having a women's title and is going to be like the winner and the first champion is going to be announced at Resurgence. It's a fatal 4-way match. It's someone from AEW, Stardom, CML, and then obviously Mercedes Moné, isn't it?
It's Willow Nightingale's the participant from AEW.
And then...
And yes, that was in my news, but it's okay.
Sorry.
I still have plenty of other things to talk about, so don't worry.
And then it's Stephanie I don't want to butcher her last name. And then
I butcher it myself, don't worry.
Momo Kiago?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's how I pronounce it, at least. But again, I'm not good at pronunciation in any way.
I'm doing my best. Yeah, so that's gonna be cool. I mean, another women's championship for New Japan pop off.
Yeah, and I love that too. I love that also, and I hope that they're able to. I hope it can also be a title that you travel with and you can take to other brands and defend there and stuff. Like, for example, if let's say Willow Nightingale wins it, it would be cool if she could defend it like Ring of Honor and AEW, and then in on New Japan Strong and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Take it with you, Willow.
No, like, I think that's gonna be super cool, and the fact that they have a different representation for different companies, so that's really awesome.
Yeah, so it really seems like that's gonna be like the title's direction, unless Mercedes wins it. But again, who knows? Maybe she will travel with it. I'm not saying she wouldn't, but like, I feel like there's a 75%. Well, technically 25% chance that it'll travel, but still.
Quick math.
Yeah, quick math. I'm so good at not really. I had to take remedial in college.
It has been proven via many a podcast I can't math, so.
I can't math. I couldn't math for shit.
I get
Even if my life
depended
on it.
It's very rude.
Even if my life depended on it, I'd be like, yeah, just kill me. It's fine. So I'm not even gonna try. I'll save my dignity by not trying to do math.
Yeah, honestly. Let's see here. Congratulations are in order. There's a lot of congratulations we got going on here. Gunther and Ginny got married while they were on the European leg of the tour.
Yeah. I saw the video of him dancing. I'm like, dang, this is the same dude who chops other dude's chest like there's no tomorrow.
Get you a man who can do both. That's
exactly. That's like, this is the same man I saw like chop the shit out of Kevin Owens when I was at WWE Live. Like, what?
Yeah.
What?
No, that's exactly the same man. Which, good for him.
Yeah, which crazy, but yeah, it's like really good. Like, I'm so happy for them. You love to see it.
Oh yeah, we love to see it. Also, Pat McAfee and his wife had their baby today. Baby McAfee. Super cute. Goodness. Congratulations to them.
They have, oh my goodness, now Widow Adam Cole has an opponent. Little baby McAfee.
That's messed up. That's messed up. How dare you?
What? He's Widow Adam Cole. I didn't say normal Adam Cole.
This Adam Cole.
Yeah, like Widow Adam Cole.
Okay, Widow Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah, no, not actual Adam Cole, baby.
I was like, that's messed up. Why did you even do that?
No.
Tag team match. Adam Cole, Widow Adam Cole versus McAfee and Baby McAfee.
Yes. Make it happen. Make it happen.
And then, of course, to Carmella and Corey Graves for their rainbow baby. That was some of the happiest I've ever been seeing news before.
I know. Her double rainbow baby, actually, I think, because I think this is her third time getting pregnant. I'm just praying, like, I said a prayer for her that night. I'm like, please just let this go well. Like, and then I saw the video of her telling her stepkids. I was like, dude,
that warmed my heart.
Dude, I was like ugly crying. I was like, that is so sweet.
Because they were so happy.
I know. I'm like, dude, she is Carmella. Like, you could just tell just based on that video alone. She is like the complete polar opposite of what like an evil stepmother is. Like, she is like complete 180 of evil stepmother. And that makes me happy because, I think back to the shit that happened on Total Divas and stuff and everything she's gone through with the miscarriages. And I'm like, dude, like, finally something well's going for her. And I'm so happy. She's finally, going to be a mother. She's wanted this and she's talked about her struggles and her journey. So I really hope and pray that this one is the baby. I really hope I know she even said in an interview that they're still kind of taking it cautiously because of what's happened in the past. So I'm just really hoping that this baby's like her baby. This is her official rainbow baby. And I'm just so happy for them. Like,
I'm over the moon. I'm ecstatic. I'm so happy for them. This also explains.
People were saying.
Okay, sorry.
I was just gonna say people were saying Mella's mommy. I was like,
Bailey said she wants it as a shirt. So do I.
I know if they could make Becky Lynch a shirt that says the mom, they can make a Mella is mommy shirt.
They have to.
Please. They have to. Like, please. That would be so cute. I would probably buy it. Like, I haven't bought from WWE Shop in a while, but I'd probably buy that shirt. It's so cute. I'm so happy for her.
Oh, yeah.
After everything she's been through.
It's one of the best things to hear.
Yes, for sure.
And let's keep the good news going. Nikki Cross. Y'all know Nikki Cross. She just finished her dissertation. Her dissertation was in women's wrestling, and she has a master's degree in history. Good for her. I
know,
I couldn't even imagine all of the schooling you have to deal with that, plus being a full-time wrestler. Kudos, Nikki Cross.
I know. I'm like, damn. That's incredible. Like, I couldn't be me. Like, I don't know how these wrestlers like could do. Like, commit as much of their time as they do to wrestling, like, to something else. Like, for example, you have Britt with dentistry, you have Nikki Cross with this. Like, the fact that she commits herself to both things so well, it's just crazy.
It's insane. So major congrats to Nikki Cross. That's awesome. Do you remember The Sonya stalker from like 2021.
Yes, and I saw the news about that also.
This man getting 15 years in prison and then another 15 years of probation. You know what? Good. That's karma. That is well deserved. Sonya made an Instagram
Yeah,
post about it, like expressing that
I
she's so happy about everything that's happened and thankful for people. It's. I'm happy that justice is being served in this case.
yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure she's very relieved. I'm pretty sure she really didn't have any closure until the sentencing, until she found out that okay, it's official that this guy's gonna be away from her for 15 years and then 15 more if you count the probation.
Yeah,
You know?
which good.
So good. I know, like the whole situation, I can only imagine how scary that was for her. And I was gonna add something else about it. Oh, I saw a video on Twitter of like the things he would tweet to her or like comment on her Instagram. It's like it was just like like I couldn't. And then the fact that he made comments like and tweets the way he did, and then
Ooh,
then proceeded to go to her. I'm like her place. I was like, oh hell no! Like I
it's
can see,
scary.
well not see, but like it just gives you a glimpse of what Sonya went through, and I'm just like, god damn! Like I'm pretty sure she's very relieved right now.
Hi Vince. We're
News and
we're basically
rumors.
done with my section of news and rumors. We were talking about the Sonya stalker getting 15 years in prison for being an actual piece of shit.
Yeah.
Um, and then the last two little things. Last week I talked about Elevation being gone. Also, Dark is disappearing as well.
Dark is getting shafted. Oh no!
Yeah,
Like I
so
didn't watch
which
anyway, but
which like it makes sense though because you still have Rampage and Ring of Honor.
and this possible Saturday show that's coming up for
Fucking Collision or whatever the hell.
to basically Collision is only happening because CM Punk just can't work well with others. He can't be professional for I guess clearly a couple of fucking hours on live TV, but hey, cater to his ass. You know what this tells me is that you can throw a tantrum and a bitch fit and call out your bosses and disrespect and tarnish the entire company that's the reason you're fucking employed, and then just get rewarded for it by having your own show that you'll be the star of, and you get to be away from the people you don't like.
Yeah, it's the whole situation is fucking stupid.
And the only reason I'm a little upset about Dark and Dark Elevation not being a thing anymore is because there's so many talent that would get showcased there, and even local talent would get showcased there. So now it's like, now what? Will Collision, Rampage, or Ring of Honor take that, take those, talent that deserves to have some airtime, even if it was just on YouTube? That's still, you're still wrestling, you're still doing what you love. But now with Dark Elevation and Dark gone, now what?
Yeah. Um, you can argue with Vince in the comments if you want to.
I'm
I'm
not gonna
not.
argue with Vince because I'm right. They're not making a show for the Bucks. They're not making a show for Jericho. If anything, Jericho's the one who said he's willing to work with Punk whenever he decides to come back. And the Bucks and Jericho weren't the ones who decided to go off in public back in September. So that's neither here nor there.
We're not
Katie,
having. We're not having this conversation anymore. I got shit to do after this podcast. I'm not spending this time. Savannah,
okay.
your news and rumors. Go ahead.
Yes. So news, as Katie mentioned a little bit earlier, I'm going to try and get past it because there's quite a bit. Like Katie mentioned, Bullet Club is 10 already. Yesterday was the 10-year anniversary of Bullet Club. Too sweet, everyone. And it's crazy. 10 years ago, you look at where Finn Balor is now. You look back then, he started this faction, and it is, a faction that is still going strong. He's got a hold on. Ben, AJ, Kenny. The fifth official leader of Bullet Club. Yeah, and David Finlay. So you got 5 leaders, 10 years of Bullet Club, members coming and going. So it's just crazy, to say the least. And there's a lot of memories to look back on. I might do something for the 10-year anniversary on New Japan Takeover, but I need to get through finals first, so we'll see. But anyway, so Justin talked about earlier. Let's talk Dontaku. We're gonna do just that. A lot of things happened. I just wrote them down. Not really the exact order, unless it is. I don't know. I just wrote them down as I saw, or as I remembered to write them down, because I decided to take notes after like the show was like halfway done. So I was like, maybe I should have taken notes on this, but oh well. Um, so we have a new strong openweight champion in the name of Hikuleo. He's the new champion. He beat Kenta for it. We have a new we have new 6-man never openweight tag champs. Kazuchika Okada, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Tomohiro Ishii are the new champs. I know people were kind of saying, like, why is Okada going after the tag titles? And I know people were joking, saying, oh, he's doing side quests now, which I think is funny. Um, but apparently Okada wants to focus on tag team wrestling for a while, which I mean, fair enough. The dude's been like, the world heavyweight champion like twice in the last year and a half. So, you know, he's been carrying the company while Jay White has been out because Jay White wasn't no, he was the champion. Yeah, and he was gone for a while.
Wasn't he injured?
So no. Before then,
Oh,
like
okay.
the well, okay. I will play devil's advocate. COVID was still an issue back in like 2021 for Japan because of the restrictions and regulations for COVID were a lot different and a lot more strict than ours. So
Yeah.
I'll give him that. This was like his time on Impact, but again, it was because the regulations were a lot stricter over there. So I'm pretty sure it was just harder to be there as a foreign talent. So I'll give him that. I'll cut him slack there. But yeah, so Okada has been carrying the company for a while, so I'm pretty sure he just wants to just kind of take it easy. We have a new never openweight champion. We talked about the new Bullet Club leader, and that is our new never openweight champion, David Finlay. But his victory was not celebrated for long because, lo and behold, ELP, who recently got kicked out of the Bullet Club by Finlay, is back. He attacked him, and now he is gonna challenge for the Never Openweight Championship. So it's really cool to see ELP back. He cut his hair. I don't know if he's gonna still do the whole head banga shit because that was his thing when Bullet Club. We'll just wait and see. So, and then next, Shota Umino, or Shooter, we're gonna call him Mox's son,
Oh, yeah.
reveals
Okay.
that Moxley is going to return to New Japan come this June in Dominion, and I saw rumors that apparently that they're gonna try and go after the 6-man tag titles, and they're gonna possibly have Mox bring someone from the Blackpool Combat Club. And I know people were saying Claudio and Danielson, which obviously would be fucking awesome. It would be cool to see.
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
look, we all know Takesha's turning and joining the Blackpool Combat Club. Let him go with Shota and Mox. I've said it before. Takesha was Mox's second son from Japan, so
Yeah.
might as well have him and his sons.
Gotcha.
But right now Takesha is with stepdad Kenny, so we'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, and because let's see, okay, last thing on Dontaku, Sanada, NGPW World Heavyweight Champion, retained his title afterwards, a returning Yota Tsuji, however you want to pronounce it. I'm not one to talk about pronunciation here. He returned after being in an excursion. I think that's the word in Mexico.
Excursion.
Excursion. There you go. In Mexico, he was there. He's been in Mexico. He came back. He joined Lij, and he's now the next challenger for the NJPW World Heavyweight Championship. Which leads me into the next big pay-per-view we're gonna get into in June, and that is Dominion. I know Resurgence is coming up, but that's more like that's an American pay-per-view. I'm talking about pay-per-views that take place in Japan. So Dominion's coming up in June, and we have 3 title matches and 1 number 1 contenders title match coming up. For a title for a number 1 contender match to challenge for a title coming up at Dominion. So we have, as I mentioned earlier, ELP challenging David Finlay for the Never Openweight Championship. We have Aussie Open defending the IWGP Heavyweight tag titles against House of Torture members Evil and Yujiro Takahashi and versus Bishamon, aka Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi. And then we have Zack Sabre Jr. It's because I'm dyslexic or something. I don't know. Zack Sabre Jr. defending the NGPW World Television title against Jeff Cobb. And then the number 1 contenders match is that little tournament I talked about for whoever's going to challenge Kenny for the IWGP US title at Forbidden Door. So we already have Lance Archer on one of the ends for this number 1 contenders match. And then on the other side, we have Ospreay versus Tanahashi. That match will happen at Resurgence. and the winner of that match will face Lance Archer, and the winner of that match will face Kenny Omega at Forbidden Door for the IWGP US title. And that is my news and rumors, Katie. Whew.
Well done.
I've never had so many. Thank you.
Also, Matt, I also don't know why you didn't get a notification. I mean, we're already like what, a half an hour deep?
About, I don't know. I guess though.
I think so. Yeah, I don't know why you didn't get the notification. Maybe it's Twitch not letting you enjoy our show for some reason, which is just disrespectful, honestly.
Yeah, that's kind of rude.
Oh, I did also send it in the calf. But Matt's a busy man. He's working. I understand. It's fine. Plus, Matt, all of the news and rumors I will basically be telling you tomorrow too, so don't worry.
There you go. So it'll be fresh to you.
Don't you fret, sir. Alright, we're gonna scurry on along here to today in women's wrestling history. Obviously, it's the 4th. Y'all know, 4th. Tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo to people who celebrate. I will be drinking tomorrow after I get home from work. Just because it's been a long week. Let's see.
I was gonna say, it's funny because, at least as far as I've seen, people that are not Mexican celebrate Cinco de Mayo more than Mexican people. Like,
it's just
I know my family, for example, we don't make it a point to celebrate the holiday. We're just like, oh, it's Cinco de Mayo. That's about it. But we don't like do a big celebration. We don't like, we'll acknowledge it's the day, but that's about it.
I literally will just drink. It's also a Friday, so I'm just gonna drink anyway. Rude Twitch rude. Yeah. I know, Matt. Twitch is just rude sometimes. I am so sorry. You can fight them later. But it was Impact tapings from 2019. Taya Valkyrie, you know, who's now in AEW, took on Rosemary in a no contest. Jordan Grace defeated Kiera Hogan, and Su Yung defeated Alicia Edwards. Matt, may the 4th be with you as well, sir.
Yes, you as well, Matt. Thank you.
It's like the. Have you watched John Mulaney before?
No.
So he's a stand-up comedian, and he has one bit of his stand-up, and his specials are on Netflix. Highly recommend. They're very funny. He's just talking about like being in church as a little kid, and he's like, peace be with you, and then like, and also with you, and then he said when he came back to, like, he went to church like a few years ago, and they were like, and with your spirit, and like he just went off about all of that, and that's all I think about every time when I hear that for some reason. I'm not even religious. I don't even fucking know. But
yeah,
we're on to the wrestlers out of the week, and I believe, according to the notes, I go first.
I think you go. I was gonna say, I think you go first.
I go first. I have 2 tag teams. You know, one of which I gotta stick with my theme. Cade and Katana, Team Ninja Party.
Yeah.
Who are now on the Raw roster come Monday. And obviously the people they faced in the match, still the NXT Tag Team Champions.
Yeah.
Taking it up to the SmackDown roster, the unholy union that is Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. And their finisher, like their team finisher, is insane. Like,
I'll need to see it.
Oh yeah, like find a clip on Twitter or something. It's not.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a nice
I'm pretty sure
finisher.
if I look it up. Honestly, I'm pretty sure if I look up their names on YouTube, I'm pretty sure I'll find it.
Oh, 100%. Even Instagram, if you go to like NXT's Instagram, they probably have a video of it.
Yeah.
But
I'm pretty sure.
Those are my 2 tag teams, and I'm just so happy the fact that both of these teams now get to showcase their talents on the main roster. I'm very excited. What does that mean for NXT's tag team division? I don't fucking know. But Fire and Dawn did say that they are going to defend the NXT women's tag team belts across all 3 brands, I guess. So is it going to be like them versus Liv and Raquel to just make one set of tag team titles? I don't know what the plan is here, guys.
I hope maybe that's the case, just so again, like, you know, I feel like, first of all, obviously this came because they just wouldn't give the NXT women's, or not the regular women's tag titles, they wouldn't give them to an NXT talent, like an NXT team. So of course they went and made their own. But I think they should just combine the titles. But then also, it doesn't really respect the brand split, because
Yeah.
if they're gonna be defending it on brands, it doesn't. So it's. I don't know, man. I won't
Yeah,
speak too
Vince
much
said
about it. But
unified tag titles. I'm assuming each brand gets their own tag titles. I feel like there's not enough tag teams to do that.
yeah, I was like, there's not enough. I don't think women's tag titles to. Yeah, I don't think so. To women's tag teams to do that. But maybe I don't know, man. If
Who
they keep
knows
just
anymore?
throwing two women together, then maybe.
Yeah. But Savannah, your tag team or tag teams?
I have two also. I talked about one earlier. They are the new Never Openweight six-man tag champs. Three of my all-time favorite wrestlers in New Japan: Okada, Tana, and Ishii, all champs together, same team. That's like a dream come true for me. And it was a good match. And again, they're champs, so love that. So they're my first tag team. And second tag team, which it's not so much surprising, but the dynamic between these two, between the four of these guys, I was pretty surprised. I was like, wow, this is actually really cool. And that is the team of Orange Cassidy, Bandido, Roderick Strong, and Adam Cole. It was a good tag team, and they won. And immediately after they won, Adam just completely rushed Jericho.
As he should.
But it was despite that, it was a really good match. And I'm glad to see Adam Cole wrestling more often, even if it is just in tag matches, to kind of keep him away from being in the ring the entire match. Just to let him rest here and there. You got to protect Widow. Well, not Widow Adam Cole.
You gotta protect Big Adam Cole.
You got to protect,
and we gotta protect Widow Adam Cole too.
Well, okay, we gotta protect them both, but actual Adam Cole, yeah.
Which I agree.
Protect that's just
the concussions thing is super scary. We protect this.
Well, and if you watched All Access yesterday, if we watched All Access, I don't know when exactly the exact date of it was when him and Kenny were training, because he was trying to get back in the ring. It was after Full Gear, but before the Forum, so it was like maybe December-ish. I think it was right after they were in Austin, so maybe like mid-December, I want to say.
Yeah.
So around that time, he was like just bumping the ropes and stuff, and just doing little like rollovers with Kenny, like stuff like that. And he was saying he was feeling pretty dizzy. So I'm like, Adam, so the fact that he's now cleared and stuff, I'm like, good, but let's keep it that way, all right? Like, let's be careful.
No, please, for the love of God, Adam Cole, be careful. And everyone seems like he seems to be doing fine. I mean, obviously he got cleared, and they take that very seriously. So things are looking up on the up right here.
Yeah, but I just wanted to stay that way. I do not want anything bad to happen to him, because again, that was a long. How many months was he gone for? Fuck,
9.
At least long 9 months.
It's a whole pregnancy.
I'm gonna say that's a full-term pregnancy, long recovery period. I was like,
so sad, but I'm so happy he's back, and it was great.
Exactly. So
I love him so.
And again, it was a good match, and it's a shame that when you were there in Pittsburgh, you had to watch him be handcuffed to the freaking ropes.
It's just a lot of disrespect. It's fine.
So they have all places, you couldn't see him in a match, you couldn't see a story time with Adam Cole. You had to watch him get cuffed to a rope.
It's fine. I'm fine. Starts sobbing.
It's okay, Katie. It's okay.
My womans. I just have one. I want to give her major props. Danny Palmer debuted on NXT. She's best friends with Sol Ruka. She's pretty good. She was I believe she was one of the NIL people from last year, maybe a few months ago. Very proud. She did her thing, as she should. I liked it. She did a nice little frog splash. Nice elevation on the frog splash, mind you. No Montez Ford elevation, but pretty good height on it. I mean, nobody can get. If anyone can get Montez Ford height on a frog splash, more power to you because I could never. My legs are shot. My knees are already broken. Like I could never.
Yeah, my knees suck too.
It's terrible time. But yeah, I'm gonna give it solely to Danny Palmer.
Nice. Okay, I have two. Um, she didn't win her match, but I thought she kind of should have. But whatever. And I'm giving it. My first pick is Willow Nightingale. I
Mm-hmm.
love Willow. She's just like everything that's right with the world. Like, she's like the light at the end of the tunnel. She's like, if there's and like her positivity just radiates, and I hope like you just like could see her having fun, doing what she loves, and you could just like you can't help but smile.
Mm-hmm.
I want nothing but the best for her, and as things are slowly starting to build up, I hope she joins the homegrowns. So we'll see. We'll see.
Well, we did get
Um,
another addition to the homegrowns.
That is my other pick, actually. That is my other pick. Hikaru Shida is back, and she swerved everyone, making it seem like she was going to join the Outcasts at first. But then she sprayed Soraya in the eyes with the spray paint and joined the Homegrowns, which I'm so glad she did. It just makes more sense.
Yeah.
She carried the AEW women's division during the pandemic, like during peak pandemic. Shida was the champion. She had to carry the division. So she has to be with the homegrowns. She's an AEW original. So yeah. It was meant to be she was meant to be at the homegrowns.
Plus, whenever this whole kind of thing with Tony and Saraya started, Shida was with them, and Saraya kept choosing Tony over Shida.
She kind of got shafted. Yeah.
So she said,
I was gonna
say, fuck
y'all. You can't go back to that Shida. Exactly. Yeah, she should have. So yeah, she's my other pick. Glad to see her back, and I'm ready to see what she contributes with the homegrowns.
I'm just happy that we're finally it's a very, very slow burn, and I'm really sick and tired of the Outcasts continuously winning. I need them to lose more.
I know, especially I hope the only reason why they're doing this is just so they can have the ultimate loss, like at wherever it's gonna be, whether it's Double or Nothing or Blood and Guts, wherever they're gonna have it. That's why. But still, I'm like, it's okay for at least one of the members to lose. I think Ruby Soho lost, it was Soho and was it Tony or Soraya? Two of them lost against Britt and Jamie.
It was Ruby and Tony, but that was like the only time they've lost.
Yeah, no, and I agree. It should be more times. There's nothing wrong with it. If you don't want Saraya to lose, that's fine. But no offense, Ruby and Tony are not exactly undefeated in AEW. So
yeah,
it's okay to have them lose.
Yeah, everyone can lose. It's fine.
It's okay.
For my Manses, I have 3. One didn't have a match, but I just want to give him some props real quick. Trick Williams, killing it on the mic as he always does. Supports Mello. Called out Braun Breaker. It's the way Trick just throws in little quips as he's talking. It's so entertaining.
Yeah.
Plus the crowd always chanting "Whoop that Trick" will never not pop me. So it's a great time. So major props to Trick. And then I got Seth freaking Rollins because it's Seth. I mean, come on. Monday Night Rollins over here. Of course.
Yeah.
Had a match with Solo. Great match. You can't go wrong. I mean, it's Seth. I can go on and on about how good Seth is. So I don't even need to. Y'all know the vibes. Seth, first new World Heavyweight Champion. Calling it now. Much like
it better be. It should be. This dude needs gold, and you know what? He deserves to make history as being the first champion of the world, the new World Heavyweight title. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm also giving it to Ricky Starks. Him and Rock Howard had a match last night. I love the Rochambeau as a finish. I don't know why. It's just so it's fun to say, and B, it's so aesthetically pleasing to watch. I don't know. I literally don't know why. But when he hit the spear, and I was like, oh man, he's gonna move the spear again. And then he picked him up for the Rochambeau. That's how he should do it every time. Spear
kind of like how Adam
into the Rochambeau. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like how Adam Cole. He always finishes with the knee, but I'm blanking on the name of the move he does before.
Are you talking about the Panama Sunrise?
Yeah, like he usually would. Yes, I don't know why I was blanking on that. It just wouldn't come to me.
I got you. I got you.
But yes, he usually does the Panama Sunrise, and then he'll finish off with the knee or the boom. Is like I don't know that official. I don't know what they call
Da
it. They just
boom.
I think the boom. That's usually what they call it. But yeah, he finishes with the knee, and that's how he finishes. Or even like, you know, sometimes Rey Mysterio will do the 619 and the frog splash. So
Yeah.
it's like a little combo, which I like.
That's what a lot of people should start doing. So
Yeah.
I like it. Love me some Ricky Starks.
All right. I got two also. Oh, technically you had three, but I have two. First one is our new strong heavyweight champion, New Japan Strong champion, Hikuleo. Again, he beat Kenta. Glad to see this man with some gold. Love seeing it. Hikuleo is crazy to see that this is the same guy who I out of beyond his control and beyond anyone's control, but stood on the sidelines at the first Forbidden Door because her Hiromu Takahashi had COVID symptoms, so he couldn't come to the States. But it was
Oh
supposed to
yeah.
be a 8-man tag. He turned to a 6-man, and Bucks and ELP, which honestly made a little more sense because they have similar styles. But yeah, poor Hikuleo was just kind of on the side. But I mean, he was still there. But
He's
now
there.
maybe he could actually defend a title, at Forbidden Door because
Yeah.
we're having that next month. So makes me happy for him. And my second one is ELP, like kind of similar reasons. He's back and he's got a new look, and I don't know where he's gonna go with this. I hope we can finally get some gold, like singles gold, also. And I'm kind of seeing, I've seen people talk about this, and I'm agreeing with them. I think we're probably gonna get New Japan Bullet Club versus AW Bullet Club, and I think ELP is going to join JY and Juice Robinson, which I honestly like that because, again, it's kind of like he obviously isn't in the Bullet Club anymore, so he has no reason to be with New Japan Bullet Club.
True.
So I might as well go with someone who is an ally.
Ally.
Yeah, those are my picks.
Solid picks. And now, ladies and gentlemen, everything in between, the question of the week. Now, for those who do not know, I became a Star Wars fan last year. Literally last year.
Has it really been only last year?
Yeah, I went through the Havoc Hours YouTube and made a thread on Twitter.
I saw you tag me in it, but I didn't realize that. I guess it feels like it's been longer, but
yeah, I mean it said a year ago, so I don't know. Time's not real, but regardless. So I watched all the movies for the first time last year. Obviously, I got my Grogu, my Baby Yoda shirt on, and I've been watching all the live action things, and it's I'm a fan. I like me some Star Wars. So since today is May the 4th be with you, and your spirit and all of that stuff, I decided why not we do what we normally do with like characters from things and wrestlers who we associate with these characters. So I got a few, classic Star Wars characters, and we're gonna figure out what wrestler we think best fits them. It could just be personality, doesn't have to be looks, just like traits, attributes, stuff like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we honestly go more after looks, not looks, personality than looks. Because,
yeah.
Throwback to when we recasted it. Well, the exception of MJF.
I was like, MJF was spot on, as it should have been. Star Wars is great. I know, Matt. Star Wars is great. It's a great time. Yes. Okay, so do you want me to kind of just go down my list, or do you want to...
Yeah. No, just go down.
Alright, obviously we start off strong. Luke Skywalker.
Ooh, Luke Skywalker.
I mean, he's like the main hero,
Yes, and as much as I don't fucking like him, and everyone else does and sees him as such, I'm gonna probably have to say Cody Rhodes probably best fits the Luke Skywalker.
Adrenaline in my soul. Luke Skywalker's Cody Rhodes.
There we go. That's a great remix.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was like,
you know what? I can agree with that. I'm down to give
everyone, yeah, and everyone sees him as the Jedi Knight he is.
you, Savannah, you will come around.
I
You
I don't think so,
experienced the
Katie.
woe. You
And it
experienced the
still
woe.
didn't. And it still didn't convert me.
Matt's screaming Cody Rhodes in the chat. Don't worry, Matt. We got your back. All right. Princess Leia. You know, strong, badass woman, leader of the franchise. I have an idea specifically. I think Bianca, specifically for the braid. Because then just imagine the braid, but in two braids.
Yeah.
Plus,
I can see
Bianca's strong.
Bianca. She's strong as fuck, and she's resilient,
just badass. Doesn't take shit from the men.
Yeah, and resilient, just like Princess Leia. I like that. Bianca's a good choice.
Which Carrie Fisher got her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame today.
Finally, about fucking time.
I mean, yeah, as it should. But her daughter, Billie Lourd, who I also love, had like this Princess Leia dress on. Mark Hamill was there. R2D2 and C3PO were also there.
As they should have been.
As they should be. Matt says Becky, also a solid pick. I feel like it could just be like solid. Any of the women in the past like year who've just been like taking over the women's division in any company. Oh yeah, but everyone tell us what you think. Which Star Wars characters or wrestlers do you think are these Star Wars characters? Tell us in the chat, the comments, everything. Next up, I have Han Solo.
Han Solo.
Kind of a
more like rebellious.
Cocky, rebellious.
I say Seth Rollins.
I was also kind of thinking Seth. Hear me out.
Yeah, I was gonna say like like there you go. Great minds think alike. It's Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is Han Solo.
Also ditto, Matt. Same. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Seth. Yeah,
he fits it. Yeah, there you go.
Both of us singing. Just imagine him in like the black little like vest and his little pew pew.
Yeah, I get you. No, I totally get you.
Cocky, lovable prick, Seth Rollins. Exactly. Look at wow, we're doing great, team. Give yourselves a round of applause. All right, next up, Anakin Skywalker / more so Darth Vader.
Ooh, Anakin Skywalker. I'm trying to think like evil. Like
someone who was like, you know, for the greater good, and then join the dark side. I wish I had like a fucking Darth Vader mask. Also, yeah, I can see why Matt would want Becky as Leia. I'll put Becky in parentheses. If Bianca's busy, we'll give it to Becky.
Becky's the understudy, okay.
But yeah, Vader's Anakin / Vader. I'm trying to like really think about like someone's character where they were just like, you know, Team Goot. Hear me out. I have a suggestion. You can veto it. I kind of just thought of it. Our favorite person to name, the All-American Nightmare Dragon Jake Long, Bryan Danielson.
You know, I mean, I can kind of see it. Especially now the way he's been doing all the talking for the BCC or BBC, whatever you want to call it.
I'd say that's the first one that popped in my head. We can also marinate on this a little longer and think about it.
Yeah, I think we should. Okay, I think we should marinate it because, like, as a heel, yes, but then as a face, he's also very Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
So I feel like we need to find someone who's like consistently heel and like, yeah, like, you know,
maybe someone who's been like a tweener and then became a full heel.
Yeah, something like that. Because, you know, when Brian's a baby face, like, everyone loves him. I guess that makes sense with Anakin too. I mean, but yeah, but it kind of works with Anakin too, because, you know, from like the prequels to like the originals and stuff. But still, I think he's more Obi-Wan as a face than he is Anakin. So I think for that reason we should marinate. Matt, where are you? You're usually coming up with the good ideas. And Jesus, where's Jesus?
Yeah, Jesus didn't. Jesus didn't show up on May the 4th. I'm upset.
Okay. Hear me out. because we're talking about the whole greater good stuff and all that. Maybe Roman Reigns. You know, the dude kind of doesn't
Oh,
really give a fuck.
wait. Oh
Yeah,
my
like he just
god.
like he was
Yes.
because
He
he was
is
like
the big bad.
yeah, I was like he's the
How
head
the,
of the table.
how the fuck did we not think of that first?
Yeah, I'm so glad we marinated more
I'm
because
so glad we
jeez, I was like
marinated.
yeah, I was like there has to be a yeah. See, it was right there this whole time.
It was right in front of
Acknowledge
her
him.
face. Acknowledge him.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm so happy. Good job, Savannah.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, we keep bringing him up. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hello
Okay,
there.
so maybe Danielson, but again,
Let's
again as a
marinate.
yeah, because again as a face, probably like Shu fits him best. But I'm trying to see
It's got to be
like
like a.
it has to be I think an older
I was gonna say it has to be
older
like a
guy,
vet type person. Someone who's been in the business for a
someone
while.
and got a lot of
Got a
knowledge,
lot
you
of
know.
knowledge. Someone people can like go to, but like everybody
Mm,
loves because like everybody love Obi-Wan Kenobi. I mean, it's fucking Ewan McGregor.
maybe Triple H. I don't know. Everyone everyone
It's
loves
fucking
Papa H
Obi-Wan
apparently.
Kenobi. I love that. Okay, Papa H is a possibility.
Yeah, just throw
Um,
on.
this one's kind of hard. It's it's more so hard to think about like vets who are still in the business right now.
And like again like leaders. Well, okay, hear me out. He's not a wrestler, but I mean he does a lot to help others backstage, and he helps them with his knowledge. Shawn Michaels, maybe, he helps a lot in NXT with the younger talent. Helps them build up. You know,
Okay,
he's
okay.
and kind of like Obi-Wan maybe shouldn't be having lightsaber duels at his age. Kind of like with Shawn Michaels, maybe shouldn't be having matches against you know Brothers of Destruction in Saudi Arabia just because it makes you a bunch of money.
That match never happened. What are you talking about, Savannah?
Sorry, I think I was just really sick that day.
Yeah, I think you had like a fever or something that day. It's kind of
Like
weird.
massive fever
Yeah,
dream, yeah.
crazy, crazy.
Yeah,
I
well,
think like
yeah,
the
so,
entire world had it too. It was a weird day.
yeah,
I
it was
don't know what happened.
crazy. It was
um. Okay, hear me out.
maybe okay.
John Cena.
That works too. He's a veteran, he wrestles occasionally, just like Obi-Wan doesn't really do lightsaber duels at his old age.
Well, I mean,
Even in the Kenobi series, like he didn't do that many lightsaber battles.
but that last
Which he
one with
still
Vader,
looked
oof.
and he still looked hot though.
Uh,
Like
Facts. I love Ewan McGregor, but Ewan McGregor is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Ooh,
I know, right?
it hit
Not Christopher
different.
Robin. Not Christopher Robin.
No,
He played Christopher Robin in the
he did.
that. That's funny.
It's like
Um,
Ewan McGregor in Star Wars, and then Ewan McGregor in Moulin Rouge. That's all I need. That's all I need in life.
yeah, I like John Cena though as Obi-Wan. That's a good one.
I feel like it's a solid pick.
Yeah.
I just happened to like look over and I saw the poster I have, and I was like, oh my god, John Cena.
And
Thanks,
then
John.
you had that really good match with Reigns and Cena, so like the lightsaber duels.
Oh
So
my
there
god,
you
I
go.
got to witness that match.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You got to witness your own Vader versus Kenobi.
Damn, wild. And then these last three are just for funsies. I didn't really do anybody from like the newer trilogies because I feel like we'd be here forever. Um, R2D2.
Has to be a good like sidekick, like
Who's like a good
good
like
sidekick,
number
but also
two
kind of
in the
fun,
group.
funny, but also witty because C-3PO is always like, "Oh, don't you talk to me like that," instead of.
I feel like so C3PO is my other one. I feel like these two have to be connected.
Exactly. So
So I'm trying to think of like tag teams where like one is very just like by the book and the other one's like silly goofy
Miss
moving.
and Morrison would have been funny as fuck, but they're not a tag team anymore.
That's true.
Uh,
Trying to think. This is hard. Mm,
this is hard. I'm trying to think tag teams.
yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, tag teams, but like the majority of tag teams I'm thinking of, like both are like super funny. like on purpose. Like C3O's funny on accident. So, fuck. I mean, we could do. God, there's so many tag teams too.
I'm trying to think. It's not. This is a little hard.
I mean, we could do. Okay, hear me out. Chad Gable and Otis.
Actually, that kind of works. Again, one's more comedic, and then one's more like you said, by the book. You know.
Yeah, so I feel like Otis would be R2D2.
Exactly, and then Chad Gable would be Z3. Yeah, I like that. I like that one.
I was really struggling. I was trying really hard.
But again, it's just hard to find those pretty opposite personalities in like a tag team. You know, I feel like a lot kind of share the same personalities. Like they're either siblings or they just, you know, their theme is shared. Like Judgment Day, you know, it's hard, you know, because they have the same theme.
Yeah.
I get you.
Plus, C3PO gets a lot of hate in the movies just because like they're just like shut up C3PO, and people do that to Gable all the time backstage. So I feel like it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
And then last one I have, I mean, it's Chewbacca. I was gonna do the noise, but I'm not going to.
Chewbacca. Yeah. Okay, so I think we got to think of someone like along the lines, you know, friends with Rollins, but then also like, you know, loyal and
loyalist.
You know, think should. Yeah. Except Rollins don't have that many allies.
Yo,
you know,
Seth do not be having a lot of allies anymore. It's crazy.
Burning them bridges.
I mean, it kind of happens. Damn, this is hard. I actually don't know.
I don't know either, and I'm trying to think who Seth teamed up with in recent weeks, but that could work maybe.
Like recently, I don't even know who he's teamed up with recently. I mean, well, like KO and Sammy were like there for his match with Solo.
That's true.
I feel could we put Sammy since he is the more loyal of the two between him and KO?
Yeah, like again, mostly because I can't think of anybody else.
Yeah, I legitimately can't. I really just wrote Seth's name again. God damn it.
Seth's
both start with S. I'm trying here. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna quickly run down our Star Wars wrestlers. Cody Rhodes is Luke Skywalker. Bianca Belair and or Becky Lynch as Princess Leia, both fit.
Yeah.
Seth freaking Rollins as Han Solo. Roman Reigns as Darth Vader / Anakin Skywalker. John Cena as Obi-Wan Kenobi. R2D2 as Otis. C3PO as Chad Gable. And Chewbacca. There you go. You got one. As Sami Zayn. I had to throw it in. I had to.
All WWE. I just realized.
I was like thinking about that too. I was trying to think of like tag teams for like R2D2 and C3PO. I couldn't like in AEW.
I was thinking like best friends, but even then I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking best friends, but again, I just didn't think it fit, so it's alright.
But yeah, what a show. You know, I love when we get to like pick wrestlers as characters for stuff. It's so fun. I'll try and do another one for next week. I'm not making any promises. We'll see. We'll see where the winds take us. You know? But, you know, thank you guys so much for watching and listening. As you all do, we greatly appreciate it. Savannah, tell the people where they can find you, what you're working on. You know you have finals next week, so...
Yeah, so I'm working on nothing. I got finals and then a May master for the next couple weeks, so not really having much podcasting in mind. But if you want to find me struggling, because I'm probably going to vent about it on social media, you can find me on wrestling, on Instagram and on Twitter at Y2Garcia_. If there's no underscore, it's not me. That mistake has been made. So there you go.
And of course, you can follow me on Twitter at KaterSN13. The link to my about to get all things ShElite Showcase. Twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase, typically Thursdays, 6 p.m. Eastern. YouTube.com/ShElite Showcase. Watch the videos because they're way more entertaining. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. If you like to listen to your podcasts, while you're driving, hanging out, taking a shower, do what you gotta do. ShElite is the brand and the weekly show you're listening to. Hey, hi, hello. Inside the Mind of interview series I do. Latest episode with Marcus from World Elite Pod is out now. I do not have the next guest lined up. I will work on it. I'm doing my best. I have a lot of podcasts and things I'm covering for this week. I'm gonna be on World Elite Pod after this in like a half an hour, so I have a little bit of time. I'm going to be taking the place of the boss bitch on Botch, Spotch, and Chair Shots on Sunday. Allison has prior engagements and asked me to fill in, so I will be the boss bitch on Sunday. Plus, smacking her off, Vince and I are going to do a mock draft like we have the past few years. I believe Saturday morning, to be determined. So just keep an eye out on my Twitter for it. Yeah, there's possibly a getting off too. There's a lot I'm doing this week.
As she always is.
As I am the hardest working woman in podcasting for a reason.
Yep.
Jesus. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Again, we super duper greatly appreciate it. Until next time, may the 4th be with you. And bye-bye. Yeah.